Arriving at Lawrence West Station. Doors will open on the left. Line 1, Fort Vaughan.
Hey people, it is Saturday, January 28th. The time is 4:31 p.m. and the temperature is around 0 degrees Celsius. I've returned to Lawrence West Station. And for this one, I'm going to climb my way out of the station and go for a walk through the Lawrence Allen Center, which is a regional mall in the area. And then I'll walk north through the Lawrence Heights neighborhood, and I'll head up to Yorkdale Station. So this station opened back in 1978. A southbound train rolls in, and this escalator will lead me up to Lawrence Avenue. So I could have crossed over to the other side by passing underneath Lawrence Avenue here, but I opted to take the escalator up instead. That is the Allen Road I am just walking over right now. And over there is a mall I get to explore on this channel. That's the Lawrence Allen Center. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I was there. This might even be my first time ever visiting. There we go. So off to the east in that direction, over at Yonge Street, is where you'll find Lawrence Station. This is the Allen Road, emptying off onto Lawrence. not very far to the north of here is Yorkdale Mall, a much bigger and well-known shopping center. Let's head into the B entrance, as it's labeled. There's a PetSmart. At one point, I believe this used to be a Zeller store, which is a brand that is making a comeback in Canada. And it was earmarked to be a Target. And then when Target pulled out of the country, it ended up becoming a PetSmart, as well as a Marshalls and a HomeSense. So I believe it's a two-story mall, and that leads up to the food court, Marshalls, and a Struck Tube. So this is pretty much it. It opened back in 1989. And it has around 120 stores. And there is a Toys R Us Express. The Toys R Us at the Young Eglinton Center recently closed, and there was a sign saying that they are relocating to this mall. So I wonder if they replaced a full-size store with that one. That's a bit odd. And I think that would be the biggest anchor tenant straight ahead there, a Canadian Tire. And I think there's a big supermarket in here as well. A Fortino's. Oh, there it is. And when it opened, it was known as Lawrence Square. No backpacks, personal shopping carts, or large handbags allowed in the store. No backpacks is a little odd. Got your wine and your cannabis. They've covered all their bases. Law firm. All right, I think that is where I want to exit. So let's take a quick look at what's up on the second floor since I'm here. Again, one stop north of here is Yorkdale, a mall I've covered a number of times on the channel. So it looks like it's mostly 2 stories, with offices on the 3rd and 4th floors above that. There's a few major retail brands here. So if I took that first escalator up, this is where I would have ended up. It did say there was a food court up here. There it is, food court, washrooms, and office elevators. A vaccine clinic, there's something I haven't seen in a while. We have located the food court. All right, let's see if I can find my way out of here. And we'll go for a walk through Lawrence Heights up to Yorkdale Station. Super discount city. And I've been spat out in a parking lot. That's the Allen Road just off to the east there. So Lawrence Heights is a really interesting neighborhood. It's bordered by Dufferin Street to the west, which is straight ahead, and by Yorkdale to the north. Lawrence Avenue to the south, where I started, and a street called Lynn Haven to the east of here. There's the entry to the supermarket. So Lawrence Avenue is just off in that direction. I'm going to head north up whatever street this is, and this should lead me up to Yorkdale Station. And what's really interesting about Lawrence Heights is about half of the neighborhood consists of mostly post-World War II development style bungalows and single-family homes, although many of them have been knocked down and replaced with these mini McMansion style homes. So you get these older small bungalows and these much larger, newer homes on the same lots. And the other half is mostly public housing. And this street, I believe, divides it in half in that sense, that most of the older homes are off to the left, and the public housing is mostly off to the right here. I believe this street is Flemington Road. Let's see if I can confirm that on a street sign somewhere. And at the time, this was one of the largest public housing projects in the city when it was built. And it was completed in 1962. And there's over 1,200 housing units here. Okay, so this street is Blossomfield Drive. Sorry if my boots are a bit on the noisy side. There's so much slop around my apartment. I didn't really feel like wearing my shoes out today. And there's a public school and community center just off in that direction. All right, so this street is Flemington Road. And shortly after this development opened, it earned the moniker the Jungle by locals as well as the police. And the Globe and Mail ran an article referring to this as Toronto's new murder capital. Although I think it has long shed that reputation. And there's a plan hatched back in 2007 by a city councillor to redevelop all of this housing. The idea was to replace them with more modern accommodations and significantly add to the density of the area. And those would be a mix of market rate rentals as well as replacing the public housing that was removed. But a lot of people in the surrounding areas complained, saying it would be too great an influx of people into the neighborhood. I just saw a walkway. Maybe we can take a peek inside. That sign says this area is under video surveillance. That sound barrier off in the distance there is the Allen Road. And that condo off in the distance there is part of a more current redevelopment plan. They cleared out some of this housing, and that went up not too long ago. I believe that's the public school over there. So I'm not sure if there's any immediate plans to redevelop these homes. If you are aware of that, let me know down in the comments. But I do know this is a fairly new development. And the idea is to turn this side into more of a mixed income neighborhood. Well, I don't think it'll get a full-scale redevelopment like we're seeing in Alexandra Park and Regent Park. I'm not sure what they were thinking when they built this place. It's kind of a suburban style street layout. And these homes seem rather isolated and lacking in any character. And there's also no retail in this area. Obviously, not much thought went into quality of life. And this street here is rainy. Showroom retail for lease. So this is pretty much the north end of Lawrence Heights. And you can see how very different the housing is on this street. There's Yorkdale subway station. And that will be my destination. And to get there, I'll cut through Yorkdale Park here. I wore my boots, so I kind of feel like trekking through some snow. There's some kids with sleds up on that little hill there. There goes a southbound train. I'm undecided if I'll take the train down to Eglinton and then take the bus over, or if I'll just take the train to Lawrence and then take the bus over to Lawrence Station and then go south one stop. It's 2 transfers instead of 1. But the area around Eglinton and the Allen Road can be quite the bottleneck, and buses can get stuck there for a while. To make sure the driver of that Maserati saw me. I love how people just stop over top of the pedestrian crossing. There's looking to the Go Bus terminal. And off in that direction is Dufferin Street. There's the pedestrian bridge that connects the station to the mall. There's a look over at Yorkdale Mall, but I will not be going there. I'm just going to head up to the platform and hop on a southbound train. Presto card in hand. And here we are. So I hope you enjoyed this walk through the Lawrence Allen Center. As well as Yorkdale Mall. I'm going to hop on this train, so let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And if you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides and a TikTok account at Johnny Strides.
Line 1, mark finish. Please stand clear of the doors. Next station is Lawrence West. Lawrence West Station.